All right, Prospect Media here at Central Catholic High School with number one corner in the Whippeal, Xavier Thomas. Talk about these last 3 days of HEDOC and how you've been preparing for the season.
It's been great, man. Every day we come out here with my teammates and things like that, just put in the work. Coach Lehmeier always got us like in the right position to make the right plays and things like that. And, he's always wants what's best for us.
So you grew up in an athletic home. Pretty much all your siblings are athletes. Talk about how your parents, kind of raised you and pushed you to be an athlete.
Pretty much just since day one, since I was 6, my dad had me in the gym working out, whether it was like push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, like just like the little things, just starting early. And my mom, she's always been there by my side, supporting me and things like that, making sure my nutrition was right, making sure I'm eating the things I need to be eating. They would both be getting me to where I need to go for trainings and things like that. And then my brother, she's always been like a role model to me, always pushing me like to be the best I can be.
So talk about Rodney. Watching him play here at Central, winning championships, going on to the state championship. What would you say is the biggest thing you learned from watching him play here?
Probably the biggest thing I learned is just like he's always just level-headed and like in the moment, like when the lights are the brightest, he never panicked, he always stayed calm and just did his thing, just always just stuck with what the coaches was teaching him, and then if he did that, he was going to be in the right place, like to make the right plays.
And for you, really making your name in the city as one of the top guys, committing to Penn State. Rodney being on the Indianapolis Colts, going late in the 7th round and then, ended up starting. Talk about some of the things that you learned from him over these last few years, kind of, how you've been in his pocket.
It don't matter what round you get drafted in. Making it to the league is making it to the league regardless, And like I said, so whatever round you get drafted in, as long as you just come in day one for training camp and just do your thing, anything can happen. So it's just like he did. He came in, worked his ass off from day one. He got himself a starting spot.
Why did you choose Penn State?
Pretty much like, as soon as I was up there for that first game, I think it was the stripe game. As soon as I got on that field, just felt like the atmosphere on that field. I just knew I had to be up there, and I wanted to play up there for one of like the best DB rooms in the nation. Terry Smith always has them guys ready and trained and things like that for the league. He puts guys in the league every year, so I definitely felt like I'd be a great fit to go up there and perform for one of the best coaches in the nation.
Absolutely. And what will you bring to that DB room?
I feel like I'll bring definitely that enthusiasm, that fire. I'm a pretty upbeat guy in the field. I feel like I bring that fire, that grit that everybody needs. And then I'm just a playmaker for real. I'm always like in the right spot where I need to be. I got good ball tracking skills. My hands are solid. I got good footwork, and I'm pretty light on my feet. So I feel like I'd be a great fit.
What are your expectations for this season?
Team-wise, definitely to go undefeated. Hopefully we get a nice, clean, injury-free season. And then we definitely want to bring home that Whippeal title and try to take it all the way to the States and bring that trophy back too. And then individually, just try to be the best version of myself that I can be for my teammates on the field. Try to make the big plays to help us win as many games as we can.
And you guys lost your 4-year starter at quarterback, Peyton Wayner. You have Jy'Aire come in. What have you seen from him over the offseason?
Just the hungriness from him. As soon as he came in that first day of summer training, I just knew like he wanted to be here. I knew he was putting all that work in the off season, and he's looking amazing out there. So I'm super excited for him because I know he's going to bring a lot of special things to this team in the long run.
Day 3 with Jy'Aire, quarterback. Talk about these last 3 days at HEDOC and just how it's been getting the camaraderie with the guys.
It's been good. I think we coming together more as like a brotherhood than last year. Like no shade to them boys, but like we coming for it this year. Like bringing the energy, all that. We trying to shock the world.
So you sat behind Peyton Wayner, who's obviously a 4-year starter. How did you remain patient in that process?
I just knew that like one day it was gonna be my time, and I just gotta take over and do what I gotta do. Like working behind him, like I learned everything, like the leadership, like just everything on the plays, all that. Like just knew that was my time. I just gotta take over.
So how did you stay ready? Sitting behind him, not knowing if your number was going to be called or not.
Constantly watching film, studying the playbook, and practice, taking all my reps serious. Cause like you said, I never knew when my time was gonna come. Just staying ready.
So you had a good offseason. I seen a lot of clips of you in the 7-on-7. What was your biggest the biggest aspect of your game that you worked on over the offseason?
Being more mobile. Like people like usually think I can't run, but like I can run a little bit too. Like I can Like we haven't won in a long time. Like this the first time no person on the Central Catholic team has had a ring. Like we're all ringless, so we try and get one. Like just to bring Central back to like prominence and all that.
And you mentioned being ringless. Y'all lost the last three WPO championships. So why is this team different? Why do you think you guys can get it done this year?
We hungry. Like we know what it takes to get there. Like our key word is like finish. So everything we do out here, we gotta finish hard, attack every day hard, keep grinding, keep the energy, and just keep that brotherhood aspect. In fact, like just keep grinding. That's all we gotta do.
Here with the young phenom, Chris Black, freshman. Bro, talk about your experiences being one of the top guys in Little League football. You were ranked like what, number 4 in the nation or something like that?
Yeah, I was. My experience, I mean, it was really like it felt the same. It didn't feel different. I was just out here doing what I was supposed to be doing. I was just showing everybody where I'm supposed to be at.
So why did you choose Central Catholic?
I mean, their coaching, their brotherhood, and the academics at this school, and I just want to be successful.
What has this offseason been like? What have you been working on the most to get ready to play 6A ball?
Uh, I was lifting before. Once football, I was getting ready for high school. So after the season, once the new year started, I started lifting that week. Then I started training with DB safety. Then I got a little bit of running back training in to prepare myself.
And you're already up to four offers. So talk about how that feels. Being a freshman, not even getting your first, I guess snaps as a high school football player, but you already have college scholarships. Talk about how that's felt for you and what you're looking forward to the most this season.
Um, it felt good. It felt blessed. I was happy when I found out when I got my first offer, and I'm looking forward to pick up more this year.
And talk about the offers that you have right now.
My four offers is UNLV, Syracuse, Akron, and Temple.
Watching you out here, seeing you taking reps, first team reps with the running backs, seeing you taking first team reps at safety, you're coaching guys up, you're making plays on the ball. Where are you most comfortable at on the field? Is it at running back with the ball in your hands, or is it on the defense?
Um, it depends. I mean, when the ball's in my hands, I'm gonna try to make something shake. But defense, I like talking and coaching people up, telling them what to do when they make mistakes.
And what are you looking forward to the most this season?
Getting a ring, and proving everybody wrong. That's about it.
Prospect Media here at Pittsburgh Central Catholic with head coach Ryan Lehmeier. Talk about the guys in the offseason, coming off a state champion or a WPO championship loss. Talk about how you've been bouncing back from that and what you've seen from the guys over the offseason.
Yeah, I think our guys have really attacked the offseason. We started back in January, and I think we really just trying to we've learned from that loss, and obviously that was a part of our history now. But we just try to compartmentalize those things and moving on to the next year. And I'm more excited about what the 2024 guys can do, and kind of this is their team, and kind of watching that develop. So it's been good.
You just announced your captains. One of your captains, Xavier Thomas. Talk about how you've seen his leadership grow over the last year.
Yeah, I think X he's a special kid, and he's a great personality. He's charismatic. He gets along with everybody, and that's just who he is as a person. But I think as a player, we're asking a lot of him now. And I think last year it was more just so on the defensive side of the ball and how it could affect the game in special teams. But he's been practicing. We're out here. He's playing in all three phases, and just more is given, more is expected. And I think he's able to handle that. And he's a great kid. I can't say enough about him.
And your starting quarterback, Peyton Weiner, 4-year starter, leaves and he goes to St. Francis. Talk about Jy'Aire Walls and how you've seen him develop and why he's ready at this moment to take over the team.
Well, I think that what you just said, why he's ready, and I think why he's ready is because he does things the right way. He had to sit last year and, eat humble pie per se, but, he sat there and he grinded and he learned and, he was a phenomenal teammate. He set an example for not just the guys that have saw it, but, for in future years. I mean, that's how to conduct yourself. And I just think just the way he shows up every day, he doesn't show up to participate. He prepares to practice, and from the weight room to the film room to the practice field, just a really detail-oriented kid, and I'm really excited to coach him.
And another guy you got coming in, a freshman, Chris Black, who had a lot of buzz early on in his football career. He's already up to 4 scholarships, and he hasn't even played a game yet. What have you seen from him just in this offseason so far?
Humbleness. I think he is as talented as he is athletically. He's an even better young kid. Just his urgency to learn, to get in the drills, and to challenge himself. I think we've thrown things at him throughout the summer. And he's hit them. He's taken them on head on, and I've just been really impressed with his maturity. You know what I mean? To not be only just the way he carries himself, but the amount of information and everything that we've thrown at him. I mean, he studies and just mature beyond his years.
And for you going into your second year as a head coach at Central Catholic, obviously we know the standard here at Central Catholic is championships. Why do you think this team can get it done this year?
Well, I think we don't want to. We try to really be process oriented, and we obviously know what the goals are here. And like you said, the expectations are high. But I really like the way that they work, and we got we took a little bit of an enjoyment, I think, in the off season of doing the dirty work, and that's what a lot needed to be done. And I think just the way that these guys, attack the hard things and embrace them, I really liked their attitude and their mentality to this point. But that's what the season's for. We got to be able to bring that day in and day out every week, and I'm just excited to watch them play and join and kind of how this team molds.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you.
Appreciate
bro.
you.
I appreciate you.